What is going on, everybody? Willis Gaming here. We are back again with another Division 2 video. I know it's been a while since I've done a build video, but I think now is probably the best time to be working on your build if you're trying to complete the raid. Right now, the raid is extremely difficult. Not many teams have completed it. Me, myself, I'm still running through it. But in this video, I'll be showing you the best build you can use if you want to complete the raid. Like, this is the build you're going to need to have. Like, just pure DPS. And yeah, it's going to help a ton. So, if you haven't done so already, guys, make sure you're subscribed to the channel with bell notifications turned on. And if you'd like to win a copy of the Division 2, I'm going to be giving away a copy this video. To enter, simply leave a like on the video, leave a comment down below. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, these are optional. You don't have to do any of this stuff. The winner from last video's giveaway will be on screen right now. With that being said, let's begin. So, you've probably already guessed it right now. Yes, you need a pure DPS build. Like, it's probably the best thing you could be using right now. AR's got a huge buff, so it's recommended that you use an AR. The best AR right now in the game, I would say, is the custom P416 G3. I think it's one of the best ARs in the game just because you can get such a high damage roll on it, and the RPM is extremely high as well. Obviously then you can get like Allegro and all these perks and stuff, but I'll show you what weapons I use and then I'll go into the gear I use as well. So the weapon I'm using obviously is the custom P416. You can use the other version, the military P416, which I'll go into in a bit, but this is the weapon I'm mainly using in the raid. So we've got strain, so 5% critical hit damage is gained for 10% of your armor that is depleted, and we've got stable, 15% stability. Now you can have Allegro instead, it's up to you, but this gun is pretty wild, so make sure you're able to control the stability if you're playing on console or PC. It's preference really. Yes, Allegro would probably be the best roll. The mods, let's see what mods we're using. We're using the 8% damage to elites, the EXP-S3. We're using the laser pointer for critical hit chance. I'm using the light extended 5.56 mag with 10 plus rounds. And obviously the muzzle brake, which is 5% damage to elites. Now, ideally, yes, there's many different perks you could be using on ARs right now. You could be using Optimist, you could be using Ranger, but what I found is Strained seems to be the best, even though it was kind of changed a bit. You get 5% critical hit damage for every 10% of your armor that is depleted. Really, really good. If you can stack a ton of critical hit chance and damage with this build, it's ideal. We're also running Unstoppable Force as well, so the main things around this build is Unstoppable Force, and if you've noticed, I have Devastating on my gloves and my holster. We're just stacking raw damage here. You can headshot damage, yes, is fine, but you have to understand in the raid, there's not many enemies, I guess, that have like weak spots, like the dogs. The big buff like enemies, like you can't really crit them, so it's like honestly just stack as much damage as you can, because you have to shoot different items in the raid. There's like panels you have to shoot. You're not always going to be able to get those headshots, and just stacking raw damage I found is the best way to obviously finish the raid. So yeah, let's just go over the build. So I'm running the Javelin Mask, the Gila Guard Mask, with 12,000 health and 33% damage to elites with the hard hitting. This gives me obviously 5% total armor, 20% hazard protection, and 15% skill power. Honestly, yeah, you can run 3 Gila Guard if you want to, but I only use the last one, which we'll see in a bit. So the chest piece I'm running is the Fenris chest piece, 10% assault rifle damage, 11.5% headshot damage, 12,000 armor, 5% weapon damage, and obviously Unstoppable Force. Still extremely good in this patch. Running hard hitting with 10% damage to elites. Mods, I'm using 1.5% damage, 1% damage to health. The holster, I'm using the Wyvern Way for 7% critical hit damage. I recalibrated 14% critical hit chance, and obviously I'm running Devastating with 5% weapon damage. Mod is 1.5% weapon damage, 3.5% assault rifle critical hit damage, and some pistol damage. The chest, or the backpack even, I'm running the 511 backpack with 6% weapon damage and 2 blues. This is mainly to get my Unstoppable Force proccing. 5% protection from elites is quite good in the raid. Running hardened for 10% extra armor and hard hitting for 10% damage to elites. The mods I'm using is 1.5% weapon damage and 3% damage for assault rifle. Extremely good mod I found here. Really, really good. For the gloves, I'm wearing the Gila Guard gloves. Mainly for this, I guess. Hazard protection is always good in the raid. You get shocked, you get set on fire. It's annoying. Hazard protection is extremely good. We're running 1 blue, 1 red health and 5% assault rifle damage. Right now as well, I'm still farming some materials so I can actually recalibrate. I ran out of materials, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this 8% assault rifle damage to this 5%, so I'll actually have 3% more assault rifle damage. And obviously I'm running devastating with 1 utility mod. For the knee pads, I'm using the Gila Guard knee pads with 15k armor, and I'm running patience. Now you can run hard hitting, I guess, if you have it, but yeah, this one just so happened to have patience, and I was like, why not? Let's just run with it. It's extremely good. It heals you up in the raid. You only have so many, I guess, first aid kits or armor kits per encounter, so having this just heal you up passively is actually really good. And I'm running this just because it gives me 2 defensive slots, so I can actually get unstoppable force. But that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, and I'm also using the chatterbox mainly for the holstered perk, which, as you know, when you get a kill, it increases your rate of fire. Now, I have another assault rifle, this one here, the military P416. It depends what encounter you actually go into in the raid. Some rooms are really tight and close quarters. Other rooms are quite big, like the last encounter, you're on the airstrip. I'll probably be using the custom P416 for outside with strained, and then inside I'll be using the military P416 with close and personal. Killing a target within 7 meters grants 50% weapon damage for 5 seconds, and I also have Allegra on this. So for those encounters that are really close quarters, I'll be using this one. And then for the sort of longer engagements, I'll be using the custom P416. But that is pretty much the build. I'm going to be running the raid very shortly. Hopefully I can complete it tonight for you guys, and I'll bring you guys some guides tomorrow. But for the specialist tree, you're probably wondering, I'm running survivalist. I found that survivalist is much better. All of the perks you actually get from it, just so much better for your team, where you basically get distributed repair when your armor kits repair over 5 seconds. But they also apply to group members. So this is really, really good. And obviously it gives you assault rifle damage, extremely good. And obviously the best grenades in the game, the incendiary grenades, really, really good. And that's pretty much the build, I guess. Let me know what you guys are running. I would love to hear. But yeah, guys, the raid is extremely, extremely tough. If you haven't done so already, guys, make sure you are in my Discord channel. We got people making groups every single day. So if you're looking to form a team for the raid, jump in my Discord. There's a channel called The Division. People are chatting there all the time. Like I said, if you need a group, just jump in there, and who knows, you could find your raid team. But for now, guys, that's been the build. ARs are extremely powerful right now, so if you don't have an AR, make an AR build, because unfortunately rifles kind of got screwed in the last patch, and they're not as strong as they used to be. Like, they didn't even mention it anywhere. The fire rate of rifles they're nothing anymore. They don't fire as fast. And the annoying thing as well, I don't know if you guys remember this when I made the paratrooper build, this was actually working up until like the raid update. Like, the rate of fire was actually faster than a rifle, but as soon as the raid update dropped, this just got nerfed to hell, and it just didn't work anymore. So there must have been some like last minute patch that they threw out on some of the guns and the weapons, just decreasing the rate of fire. It's extremely annoying, because I was a rifle user myself, but now I'm kind of forced to use ARs. I mean, I love ARs, they're great, but I'm more of a long range user, and using these builds, I'm still kind of new to them. ARs, like I said, are extremely good. So it may be worth picking up military P416 or even the custom one. Like I said, the custom one is so much better. Like, the damage is just crazy. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Definitely leave a like down below. Remember, if you want to win a copy of the Division 2, going to be giving away a copy of this video, simply leave a like, leave a comment, and if you want to, subscribe to the channel, but none of that is required. I'll see you guys in my next video. This has been Willis Gaming, and peace.